As night fell, raindrops gently tapped on the window, and everything became peaceful. The rain made the earth soft and wet, filling the forest and rivers with a fresh scent. For many little animals, rainy days were the most special time. Today, let's follow these adorable rain-loving creatures and see what they do during the rain. Whether crawling through the damp soil or splashing in puddles, they are full of energy and joy. Now, it's time to say goodnight to these little animals. In the thick forest, we meet our first furry friend, Robbie the raccoon. Robbie has gray and black fur, with a little mask-like black pattern on his face. He's smart and neat, always using his front paws to grab food and wash it by the stream. When it rains, the raindrops tickle Robbie as they fall on him. He hides in a warm tree hollow, listening to the raindrops tap against the leaves like a lullaby. Yawning, Robbie cuddles his favorite acorn and drifts off to sleep. Good night, Robbie the raccoon. In the tall trees of the tropical rainforest stands Luna the jaguar. Her golden fur is dotted with black spots, and her round eyes gleam as she watches everything around her. Luna is a fast hunter, especially good at catching prey after the rain. Rainwater slides down her spotted fur as she licks her paws, watching the river rise and the little animals scurry around. With a satisfied smile, Luna lets out a burp and returns to her tree hollow, closing her eyes to the gentle sound of rain. Good night, Luna the jaguar. On the wide savanna, Pippa the porcupine comes trotting along. Pippa's round body is covered in sharp little quills, and her brown fur glistens in the rain. Raindrops hit her quills, making a soft pitter-patter sound. Excited, Pippa sets off to look for delicious plants and insects on the wet ground. The rain makes the bugs more active, and Pippa sniffs out every tasty treat. After dinner, she curls up in the bushes. The rain washing over her quills makes her feel fresh and clean. She closes her eyes and imagines she's a little island in the middle of the ocean. Now, it's time for her to drift off to sleep. Good night, Pippa the porcupine. On the grassy plains of Australia, here comes Kelly, the kangaroo, hopping along. Kelly has strong back legs and a long tail that helps her jump high and far. The gentle rain makes the Australian grass soft and moist, perfect for Kelly to jump around and play. She also finds some tender green grass to munch on. The raindrops gently tap on her soft fur. She jumped and hid under a tree. Listening to the rain, Kelly quickly falls asleep. Good night, Kelly the kangaroo. Swinging through the treetops of the tropical rainforest is Joey the gibbon. Joey lives high in the trees, with his long arms that help him swing easily from branch to branch. The rainy season makes the leaves even greener, and raindrops tap on the leaves as Joey leaps through the treetops. After the rain, the air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of ripe fruit. Joey lets out a happy call, his voice echoing through the rainforest. As the stars begin to twinkle in the sky, Joey returns to his tree, hanging from a branch, and happily closes his eyes. Good night, Joey the gibbon. High in the mountains, Bella the bear comes lumbering along. Bella's thick brown fur sheds the rain easily, and she doesn't mind getting wet. She enjoys strolling through the forest after the rain, searching for berries and honey. The wet soil and damp air make it easier for her to find her favorite treats. After her dinner, Bella lies down in her warm cave, letting the raindrops fall on her nose. She yawns and turns over. The sound of the rain makes her feel calm and safe. She dreams of playing with her friends and eating sweet honey. Good night, Bella the bear. In the pond, Freddie the frog jumps onto a lily pad, floating like a tiny boat in the rain. Freddie has smooth green skin and long legs that let him leap with ease. Rainy days are Freddie's favorite because the pond fills up with water and he can jump around on the surface. Every raindrop seems like an invitation to play, and the insects in the water are the perfect snack. Freddie sings a happy song, not bothered by the rain at all. As the sun sets, Freddie finds a dry spot under a lily pad, listening to the raindrops fall as as he curls up to sleep. Good night, Freddie the Frog. In the garden, Sammy the snail slowly crawls along the wet leaves, carrying his little house on his back. The raindrops fall on Sammy's shell, washing it clean like a little bath. The wet ground makes it easier for Sammy to glide, leaving a tiny trail on the soft leaves. He stretches out his antennae, exploring everything around him. The leaves sparkle after the rain, and Sammy loves to stop for a bite of fresh green leaf. As night falls, Sammy curls up in his shell, quiet and ready to sleep. Good night, Sammy the snail. In a forest pond, Daisy the duck was happily swimming around. Daisy had soft white feathers and wide webbed feet. Her favorite thing was to swim in the pond after it rained. The rain made the water level rise, and Daisy and her duck friends joyfully splashed around, sending water droplets everywhere. Her quack quack echoed around the pond, filled with happiness. As the sun set and the pond became peaceful, Daisy tucked in her wings, nestled in the water grass, and gently closed her eyes. Good night, Daisy the duck. In an African mud pit, Henry the hippo was enjoying a refreshing rain shower. Henry had a huge body and thick gray-brown skin. Rainy days made his mud pit extra squishy, and Henry loved soaking in the cool mud. The raindrops hit the water, and the splashes made Henry feel perfectly content. The damp air was peaceful, and as Henry opened his big mouth for a wide yawn, rain trickled in, but he didn't mind at all. When the stars began to twinkle, Henry lay in the mud pit and closed his big eyes. Good night, Henry the hippo. In an African swamp, Clyde the crocodile curled up among the water plants. His tough, scaly armor made him look mighty. Clyde stayed just below the surface, with only his eyes showing as the rain fell on his back, making him feel like a submarine. After the rain, the river's current became faster, and Clyde swam effortlessly. When night came, Clyde found a warm spot on the riverbank where he lay down to sleep. Good night, Clyde the crocodile. In the forest, Fiona the fox tucked herself into the bushes. She had shiny red fur and a bushy tail like a brush. After the rain, the forest smelled fresh and earthy, and Fiona could sniff out all the new scents in the damp air. Fiona loved hunting on nights like this. She silently moved through the wet woods, alert and quick, looking for prey. When she returned from her hunt, the forest grew quiet, and Fiona curled up in her den, her tail gently covering her face. Good night, Fiona the fox. Lastly, in the forest stream, Ollie the otter lazily swam by. Ollie had brown, sleek fur and was great at swimming. To Ollie, the river after the rain was like a natural playground. He loved rolling around in the water, chasing little fish and water plants. The rain made the river clearer, and Ollie happily swam up and down the stream until he got tired. As the day turned to night, Ollie curled up in his cozy den, ready for bed. Good night, Ollie the otter. All our animal friends in rainy Dreamland have settled down for the night. From Robbie, the clever raccoon, to Fiona, the cute fox, each one added their own charm to this rainy world. Now, little ones, close your eyes and dream of your own rainy adventures. Maybe you'll hop with Kelly the kangaroo, or play by the pond with Freddie the frog. Sweet dreams, little ones. Good night, rainy Dreamland.